Welcome at our video for a journey which is coming up the end of March for ladies who lead. Me, Eve Simon, and Lila Lindblom are very excited for something which is coming up. And as the days get shorter to our special things, a lot of inquiries came in. And so I thought I'd just put up a little video so you can get a better picture about what is waiting for you and if you would like to decide last minute to still join us. In 2005, I actually created Ladies Lead. Ladies Lead Change, an initiative which empowers women to stand up and have their own voice. I myself had a lot of experiences in leadership and was so much of requirements in my work, but also in my personal life. I had all these noises around me that I very much forgot for what I am standing for, what is important for me, and what are my values. And so I have a long journey. Some was very rocky and some was very successful. I have a long journey behind me. And so now I like to take you on a journey. Every year since we started the Ladies Change initiative, we are going to San Francisco with European women to inspire them about, still the most exciting place in the world around movement, activism, and innovation, obviously. And we are going to San Francisco. And so, join me on this little video journey and see what this journey brings. I'm going to share the screen with you so you can get a better picture of what I'm talking about. Here we go. It's a very, very special, we call it a little bit of a retreat, but at the end it's a journey within, inspired by the surrounding around you. And as this year comes along, I think it's really important to get a lot of change makers, female change makers, into the driver's seats. And so our workshops this year, our journey, is all about inspiration of who you are and what kind of leadership you want to stand for. So if you are called as a female leader to really accelerate and transform companies and society for good, then you are at the right place. I already mentioned we're going to go to San Francisco, but it's not really just San Francisco. It's a San Francisco Bay Area. And if you look on the map, there are three very different geographical places. And they are also, even it's all about transformation, they have their own taste. So in the north, we have Marin County. Then, of course, we have San Francisco and the East Bay, and south of that, we have Silicon Valley with a lot of tech companies. But if you look back, there was a lot of movement since many, many years. The gold rush, where everything started with, but also the Vietnam protests, the peace walks, first women empowerment movements. And now, of course, everything around the digital age. Industrial Revolution 4.0, where everyone is talking about, is so much ahead in San Francisco, and you just can dive into a lot of best practices. So that's why we choose the Bay Area, besides it's obviously beautiful and very diverse. So, we need you. We need you as a female change maker to make the world a better place. But also, and that's what we are focused on, Lena and I, as we are working and consulting in change management in corporations, we think we spend so much time in our jobs, and it's proven in many, many sciences that many people are actually really unhappy at work. And obviously what's leading to unhappiness is unproductivity, is not good results for the companies, is also not a good impact for society. So we have to change the workplace for good, where everyone can thrive and everyone can be their best in their living their strengths and feeling passionate about things without burning out. with really meaningful relationships, the way of how we communicate, and the way of how we create products and services, which of course is a result and a cycle for the company with profits and with the impact we have in our society. Just a little bit background about us, but it's definitely not about us because it's about you. We want to have you on board and inspire you. So I call us a little bit the moose, but of course we are also your guide and your coach. My name is Eve Simon. I'm originally from Germany, and Lena you see here too. Lena is from Sweden. So we have a very mixed international group with us, and main language obviously will be in English, but if you have any questions in German and Swedish and probably also a couple of other languages, we can help you. And then, we are both coaches and consultants working in the corporate world, but we also both have our own companies and are entrepreneurs for a long time, with also the background of we had our corporate career. We were in the management seats. We do know what pitfalls come along, what challenges are behind. So we do know what we are talking about, not just on a theoretical part, but also on a very practical part. We bring in a lot of different skills from design thinking and coaching and NLP and leadership, psychology, marketing, communication. But it's at the end a journey for women. So we're gonna bring in everything we have as women, and that is also about nurturing ourselves through dancing and acting, and we focus a lot on mindfulness. As you probably could read in many, many publications, mindfulness is really helpful to stay centered in our crazy world right now. And last but not least, we are both mothers, and we do know how to create a balance between motherhood and a career. So I hope the background also inspired you to trust us, to help you to find your flourishing career and see what desires you really have. And of course, also get well paid off. The next Equal Pay Day is coming up. And it's not just the government has to put it in place or the company has to put it in place. You as a woman have to ask for it, and you have to find the right way to stand up and say what you are worth and talk about your value. So we attract and we invite women from the corporate world, different levels from leadership to also young talents, but we also invite entrepreneurs or people who think about starting their company, as Silicon Valley is a perfect place to get inspired in this regard. Yeah, I mentioned that before. It's all about to have a strong voice, to create something positive for yourself and others. And so we dive in especially and ask, what are you standing for? Right? What do you really want? How can you see your life in all different life segments? And we bring in lots of best practices and models where you can reflect on that. If you're thinking about starting your own business or you have your own business, what are your challenges around that? And who you also want to be as a leader? So these are definitely questions we're going to answer. And if this is calling you, come and join us. So getting a little bit more concrete, this journey is not just a sightseeing journey, how other providers do that. We are an initiative, and it's really all about our service to you. And so we want to inspire you, and San Francisco and the Silicon Valley will do that pretty much just by itself. That's our experience when women were there. They can already feel the energy and what's happening there, and when you have conversations with people who live there. But we also want to loop it back. We're going to dive deeper. And so the personal focus is really important, but also the connections to others. We're going to network a lot. So I used to live in San Francisco for over 7 years. And the last 4 years, I am dividing my time between Silicon Valley and Düsseldorf, Germany. And so we have a really beautiful, great network. And we have before you even travel with us, we have an intake, and there we're going to find out what you are looking for. And so we're going to match you with the right network, and we're going to bring in the right inspiration you are looking for to teach you how to do it, how to be an agile leader in the new world, in the new working world, and how design thinking can help you with creating products, but also in creating your own life. So I'm going to dive right in. We're going to start on a Sunday. We're going to end on a Friday. You might think it's a lot of days, but of course, we also want to give you a lot of time to really incorporate everything, dive into it. And it's a long journey, so we're going to make the best out of it. So Sunday, Monday, we're definitely going to get you out of your comfort zone. And why we do that? Because we want to shake you up, and so you have the possibility to see things differently. We all know the magic is not happening within the comfort zone, it's happening outside. And this gives you the possibility to really reflect on who you are standing for, what your focus is, and also recharge. We're going to do this all in nature. And this also will support, like, where are your strengths and where are your patterns which holding you back, limiting beliefs we untangle. And the nature of this area is just beautiful. It offers the beaches and the muirwoods and the redwoods and a lot of beautiful hiking places. Ensuring we hike and walk and enjoy nature, we also take time to let go and incorporate what nature can teach us. So the first 2 days is really also about zooming out what's outside and zooming in what you can really be and who you want to be. We continue already on Monday evening with a beautiful network. There is a fabulous only woman co-working space in the area, and we're going to visit this place and meet with fabulous women in a very special way. I can promise you, every time a network event will be different. It's not just handing out a card. No. It's much deeper. And that also gives you the possibility to take ideas home, how to create meetings or how to run the next workshop with your team, or how to involve others to create new product ideas, and also, of course, feel more comfortable in connecting with others. We built this journey around a very special date, and that is on Tuesday, the PBVC, Professional Businesswoman of California Conference. It happens once a year, and over 5,000 women come together at the Masonic Center in San Francisco. So we invite you to join us there and really hear great keynotes and get inspired by fabulous speakers there. I saw Ariana Huffington there, Gerald Sandberg, and Jackie Spire, and many, many more, which are just absolutely incredible, and who also lead the women movement. San Francisco is definitely very big in that. It's all about women in tech and women in consulting and women in mindfulness and women in conscious business. And you find so many women groups who were really understanding the collective power. So this is up to you. It's optional if you would like to go there. We're gonna recircle in the afternoon and spend a very special San Francisco evening still together on Tuesday. I already mentioned that a little bit. Yes, besides also a lot for our mind, we're going to do a lot for our body, and we go do a lot for our pleasure as well. So we're going to do dancing, we're going to do art. We definitely have a wine tasting, as we are very close to the wine country, or pretty much in the center of the wine country with Napa close by. And we're going to touch your heart and your passion. Wednesday and Thursday, so we already, the first days is all about you, who you are. And now we're going to take it from the I to the we. So who can we connect with, right? The networking event, but also in a bigger picture, which we call the it. So what is the creative hubs of San Francisco. We're going to visit companies and startups and co-working places and incubators and really edgy universities in the Bay Area. And so you get an idea just how it looks and how it feels, and of course, again, connected with really amazing professional women in this area, and probably also a couple of men who can give you great insights how you can best be the best you want to be. Friday is the last day, and Friday we're gonna go to the D School of Stanford. Stanford in the hub of Silicon Valley, in the center of Silicon Valley, one of the most forward-thinking and driving universities. Also created the D School in support with SAP and the Hasso-Plattner Institute. And the morning we spent actually to wrap it all up. So what happened when we reflected, when we talked to others, and we saw all these innovations? What does it mean to us? So after the journey is before the journey. So it's really about taking an action plan home. And we're going to help you to do that as a really amazing, powerful group and coaches around you. And so you're going to leave this journey definitely with a plan and with a clear roadmap. It's a lot. It's very integrated. It gives you insights for yourself, but also insights what's hot in San Francisco and the Bay Area. And so maybe you even can take some new product ideas home with you. Who knows? And some ideas you might want to start your own business with. Of course, it's also the question where we're going to stay. We're going to be a small group. So our suggestion is let's just share an Airbnb, because the way we also travel and the way we where we stay is also part of, it's just different, right? It's not a workshop or seminar where you go into a fancy hotel and someone stands in front of you and tells you how the world works. We know that you know it. We just ignite you and be amused to see it all. And this environment is helping us to do so. So that also means how we're going to use transportation and what kinds of transportation we even choose. I mentioned it at the beginning. I think one of the most powerful tools nowadays is the practice of mindfulness. And that is not just meditation. It's so much more. It's understanding about who I am. Why do I react that way? And what feeling I have? How can I create a really good conversation with others and relate to others? So every day we're going to teach you some practices. Every day we're going to discuss how mindfulness also can be part in corporate to really support a very open and conscious leadership for the future. And you can take a full toolkit also of mindfulness practices home with you, which is very powerful to really, sometimes stay focused when the distracted world is just getting too much for our life. Our model has three components. One is the Thrive Compass, which I developed in the last years, which really gives you an idea about who you are. Then I mentioned we look at the I, we look at the we, and we look at the at. And we also going to introduce you to the 7 abilities to thrive, which leans on a lot of research how preneurs, and not just entrepreneurs, but intrapreneurs and serialpreneurs really are driven to go through different changes and different life phases and create something good. So your outcome is definitely you have a vision, you have a clear stand and also an action plan to follow through so you can lead others, so you can better cope with stress and focus on priorities. For yourself, you make better decisions and you feel energized and positive, and also have a clear mindset of success with better relationships and a larger vision for yourself and the corporation you support or the company you're going to create yourself. Here are just a few pictures of past journeys we did, because I'm doing this since 2005. Usually I bring executives over for offsites. This time it's an open journey, an open invitation by our initiative. We do have a fee. This fee is not too high. And we also say, you know, we want you. If you are a real change maker and money is an issue, just talk to us. We always find a chance. We just want to get our cost covered. It's not about making money. It's about inspiring you. And it's a lot of things included, right? The whole 6 days of seminar guidance, study material you will get. We create different groups. We're going to invite you to the network events. We open doors you otherwise could never open. We do something for your healthy snacks during the days and drinks. And we also follow up with coaching sessions. Very, very important. So the only thing you really have to take care of is get yourself to San Francisco, and you can either join us in our Airbnb accommodation and, of course, the transportation. You can register in just sending me an email on eve@ladieslead.com, or you go to Eventbrite and you look up Female Changemaker Retreat in Silicon Valley. If you type in San Francisco and the Female Changemaker Retreat, you can also just sign up there. The group is small. We max take 12. I rather take a little less with us because it should be very, very deep, very intense. And that's all about the exchange which is there. So I hope we could inspire you. Join me. Here you see me and my little daughter in front of the Golden Gate Bridge. And I hope you have a lovely day. If you have any questions, please let me know. Lena and I are here for you. And we hope the world is changing through amazing women just like you. Take care and have a lovely day. Bye-bye.